Hello and welcome to Just Grasp 1. In the middle of the evening here, we have Rose versus Download in a losers semifinals match as we're wrapping up the tournament. This will decide on our last top 3 qualifier here, which is very exciting to see. This will be a best of 3, of course. We are not in the best of 5 bracket yet, as best of 5 is only the finals. Losers, winners, and grands, respectively. It looks like we have a draft started off by Download here. They ended up picking 2 characters. Rose went ahead and picked all 3. We have the first Gold Lewis Dickinson. We have Potemkin Polar Gold Lewis. Holy moly. That's the very first Gold Lewis, actually. Potemkin we've only seen a handful of times, or a few times when it's been by Moriarty mostly, I think. The Polar Knight has been a Rose staple throughout the standard of the tournament, and I don't think I saw any of the picks by Download here, so we'll have to see what they go ahead and pick up. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a second and just wait for them to reveal their picks. I'm going to get some of stuff going here. All right, it looks like we're going to see Milia versus Polar round 1. Download going to be playing the Milia, and then Rose going to be pulling out their fabled Polar Knight. Yeah, we'll have to go ahead and see who wins the coin flip here and who gets to ultimately go first. I believe we've seen this matchup before at some point in the tourney. Let me check my stat sheet here. Oh, no, we have not seen this matchup somewhere in the tourney. Whoopsies. Yeah, we've seen Milia into plenty of things, or a few things in the tourney, though. Alright, Milia versus Polar Knight. Milia being a quick character, and she does have something to allow her to hit hard, such as Lush Shaker. Her hair car is 5 damage, that's about a 6 of the HP of an average character in the game. She does have some good hitting moves, but for the most part, she's supposed to be a faster character that just kind of she just has good cards, right? Polar, of course, being your brawler. Polar's going to come over to your house, knock on your or bash down your door, and then beat you up. But at least he'll give you snow cones on the way in. So it looks like we'll see Millie end up going first here. Main thing, of course, whenever you're playing against Polar, it is the standard of do not let Polar put you in the ice spike hell. You get put in that ice spike hell, you're going to be feeling it, and it's not going to feel good, I'll tell you that right now. So we'll have to go ahead and see how Milia decides to dance around these ice spikes, because if they don't dance around them just right, then they are going to get absolutely punished, and we'll see their health enter the gutter very, very fast. Alright, let me see here. Alrighty. Looks like now I believe Rose did win the Polar matchup versus whatever was played against from Download last time. I believe that was a match won by Rose. Rose was actually the one that sent Download down here to losers, so they are having a rematch in the bracket, which is pretty cool to see. So we'll have to see if Download was able to catch anything from that Polar matchup last time and see if they are able to go ahead and stomp it out this time. But, Rose, of course, is not a player to be trifled with, so we'll go ahead and see how they, of course, deal with, or if they can go ahead and continue this and put Download out of the tournament, as they just put them down to losers bracket as well. So we saw the Mold 5 from Rose, and then the Mold 3 from Download here. Just looking for those cards that are, gonna help them out in the long run. Now, there are some things that you can't get away with Milia or into Polar like you would be able to with other characters, just simply because Polar Plow does exist and it is a 1-7 sweep, which, 1-7 sweep is pretty dang good. But we're going to see the Writhe and Pain immediately boosted. Writhe and Pain, of course, being a pretty good boost, or a pretty decent boost overall. It's just +1 power. But it does have the push or pull 1, and it does have the sweep effect of making the opponent discard a card. So it does give you positioning, and it does allow you to also make sure that the other person gets a card. Looks like we're going to be having Donut join us here in a second in the booth. Oh. Which means Shut off this. I gotta get ready for Donut to join me in the booth here. Alright, there we go. Alright. Looks like we just saw a parry of Bad Moon come out. No Bad Moon, so we see 1566 and then Hair Car. I mean, Polar doesn't really send out too many projectiles. Hair Car is just a good card overall. But Hair Car with the +1 power is pretty much another like 1 to 5 sweep, I believe it is. Which, 1 to 5 sweeps are pretty good. Alrighty. Looks like we see a advanced 3 get played, the dash get played into Milia just going to range 1, getting that normal out of their hand now that their hand is known, since Season 4 does have reading. And it looks like Donut has joined us. Hi Donut, welcome to the match.
Good evening. I apologize for the lack of punctuality here, but here I am now, looking at some Milia Rage versus Polar Knight. Oh, that's gonna be a fun one, a so-called fun one. How's it going? What did I miss?
Not much. They're just sitting at range 1 with a +1 power hit pull, or hit push pull discard card in play. That's all you really
Good old
missed?
Ride in Pain
Yep.
lives up to its name.
Oh my goodness. The cross gets stomped. Wait, isn't the cross gonna... Does cross actually
The
get
cross
stunned?
still goes off.
The
It does
cross
not
still...
get stunned. Yep.
That's a funny interaction. Just send Millie into space.
Yeah, just get off me. This is pretty good for a Polar Knight anyway, too, right? Because Polar Knight, you want to have some time. You get some gauge here. Letting Milia get her stuff going on, and then you get to put in your ice spikes later on. I like to play a lot.
Yeah, that's the most notable thing here is we knew that Millie had the double cross in hand and hair car. We just played the stomp, said you're not going to play hair car at range 2 or range 1, and stomp does it, pushes them out to range 5, and now they're just sitting there so Polar gets time to set up. Once Polar gets some ice spikes set up, that's when we see the ice cream shop open up.
That's right. It's gonna be Polar snowballs once he flips. He's gonna be opening it up. It's like, hey, you want some shaved ice?
He's franchising on the
It's
backside.
gonna be it's franchising now. Exactly. It's gonna be a bad hair day for Milia in that case.
Yeah, we see Polar get pulled onto their own ice spike. Getting positioning, I suppose. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this just makes Polar Plow better, doesn't it? Yeah, because it's not between the opponent anymore. Looks like we're seeing CC3 getting better cards in hand. Don't want the +2 armor for 1 gauge. Makes sense. Getting full hand, just sitting at range 4. I mean, now that we're at range 4, we have access to the best, or the full power Polar Plow if we want it. Amelia can't really do anything about it at this range either. Maybe that's what we're looking for here. Yeah. Amelia just gonna take it slow, gonna go ahead and prep here. Chilling out, still at range 4. I mean, yeah, the players are just getting their hand set up, it looks like. Just get the good cards.
Yeah. Just get cards. His cards are extremely important. Notably, Milia does have a lot of movement on her turn that she could use, right, to get herself into a position where she could threaten to play one of her mid speeds of not dubious quality, a very high quality, because they're pretty good.
Does Millie actually have anything that allows her to take another action without Mirage, though? I guess she
Well,
has
she needs
Turbo Fall,
gauge,
too.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like Capel, gets her in range at least, right? So we might see some movement from Lilia to start threatening options to not just get blown out by Polar Plow.
Just get blown out by Polar Plow. Yeah, when you're looking at Polar Plow like this, you at least have to be able to threaten something like a Spike or a Swing Braid, so you don't get smashed by it. At this range, you're kind of just sad if that thing gets dropped. Well, we see a defend boost go out for Polar Knight. I mean, this is just going to make Polar Knight's options safer. Dive exists with plus 1 armor, +3 guard dive. Assaulted, the counter assault exists. All different kind of stuff. pairing Polar Plow. That's a good choice. I like that.
In the area. Yep. What we were just talking about, getting rid of that very scary option while maintaining the screen presence. Because otherwise, other than Polar Plow, I will say that, yeah, Millie has a lot more options here.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be playing the slow game as both players just set up their hands. One Polar Plow
Is
goes
this what we saw
down.
last time?
What?
Is this what we saw last time? Mickey D's and Rose fought, where it was the uh the real grind fest, just
No, that
grinding
was
out
that was Rose
the
versus
long form
Feather.
games.
Rose versus Feathers was the
Ah,
grind fist.
I see.
That
I
was
got
the
I
grind fist.
gotta
Well, we see
got
the
them mixed
+2
up.
power come out from Rose, but I mean, this whole Grindfest play is very stereotypical of seasons 5 and below. It's because they have these great boosts, +2 speed, +1 and 3, All these great boosts just make things ultra playable.
Yep.
So,
Like I said, this is a pretty free tandem top here. Because even if they dive in, you just advance them dive whiffs.
yeah, good point. Tandem top is pretty good here, but we do have
And
other.
that diffuses the setup.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Polar Play decides to play in response here if they do think it's tandem top. Because tandem top is the same speed as dive as well, and those are the two main things we're worried about. So we'll have to see what we want to play in response. We do have the other Polar Plow on deck. We do have the Shovel Drop. Yeah, the Shovel Drop on deck as well. We have quite a few options here we could play, if we have them in hand, of course. Wild Swing!
Oh, swing. There it is. Focus.
Into the Shovel Trap.
Uh,
Oh, the focus
okay.
goes first. Oh no.
That is so sad.
Alright.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's a 5 damage coming into the face of Milia. First Blood.
At least 5. Let me keep Milia there. Okay,
Yeah, well, they can't be pushed or pulled because of focus.
that's true.
Yeah, so that's why it's just straight up 5.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be right. Just pull onto the ice spike and deal even more damage. Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, become the
We've opened
franchise.
up
Yep.
shop.
We got some cash and we're opening up shop. We got the capital. We're gonna pay the licensing fees, and then here you go. Ice spikes delivered right to your doorstep.
All right. Well, this is where Milia wants to leave, or make sure she has the emergency swing braid in hand. Um. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Is you decide you either got to leave or you got to make sure you have a spicy swing braid in hand ready to play. Because if you don't, you're about to eat 1,000,000,000,000 damage here in a second. And swing braid is probably the only thing that's breaking any Polish cards.
Yeah, I mean it's a little tough of a position to be in if you're Milia. And as we've seen many times this tournament, if you just try to weather the storm in the corner, yes, that's a low expected value play. That is probably gonna not wind up in the long run. So I wonder how Milia is gonna finagle this one out here.
Yeah, if Milia doesn't get out of the corner here, then we're gonna end up seeing that 25 health bar drop real fast. So, well, we'll have to see what they decide to do here. They do have a full hand sitting on, so I do hope they at least drew something decent. Of course, season 7 having that no gauge starve is the unfortunate part here. Because season 7 characters, remember kids, how you beat season 7 is don't let them get gauge.
Plain and simple, that is the gospel truth right there. The thing
Yeah.
is that unfortunately, for Milia, she doesn't have any elegant ways to get Gideon from the normal boost suite, right? Because she used both her crosses in the corner anyway, she wanted to area shift, to get some gauge going. And then
Mhm.
other than that, I mean, you're waiting a turn at least. So
Yeah, the only way she really
what do you
has
even do
access to
here?
free gauge is the +4 guard. We're gonna tandem top over. I like this. We're out of crosses, so I would have liked this choice better if we had crosses. But I mean, at least you're out of the corner. At least you're out of the corner, so I like that portion of it. And that's kind of what
We're gonna
matters
have
here.
to discard 2 here.
Oh yeah, because we drew
Yeah.
one, put tandem top back in hand, drew one for end of turn.
Yep. So we're at this counter down to a 7 from 9, if I'm counting correctly, which I am.
Good start of the other slash. That's both slashes down. So we're down both crosses, both slashes, a focus. What else are we getting rid of today? I mean, you
What
just
do we not want to have for the shot?
getting rid of a dive. All right, we got rid of dive and we got rid of assault. Getting rid of those other options of being red.
That's right, because polar we exactly we have a polar knight that's very literate here. You know, you have to be. You gotta have. He has an MBA. You know, opening up shops, he has to know a little bit about reading. So we're gonna respect that threat
Polar
and get rid
Knight.
of some risky normals.
Polar Knight got themselves a degree, hope a business degree. Made took a secondary in English
Exactly. Yeah, you're reading the classics. You know,
into the classics. It's all reading all those the history of ice cream.
history of ice cream. Yo. I wonder. I mean, how does one like say, I'm going to make ice cream today?
I'm gonna make ice
Like
cream.
frozen cream? I don't know. It's a good question. Who knows? I don't know. That's why I'm not Polar Knight. The
That's why.
MBA in that shit, you know?
That is why we're not Polar Knight. Well, um, tricky part for Milia here. I mean, no +1 range now strike.
Good old fashioned reach.
Is this the grasp? Are we just
Could
grasping? I
be.
mean, we might as well.
Down to focus, yeah. You're down to focus, you're gonna
I mean,
stun
this is
out.
at least a 4 damage grasp, yeah. Although Milia still has tandem top in hand. No, because it's 5 damage grasp, because grasp is
It
initially
would be
3, yeah.
5 damage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this beats like every option Milia has actually, except for Iron Savior.
Yep,
Uh,
and then of course the classical mix-up is if it's Iron Savior, right? This could be a lot of things that could be Iron Savior regardless, right? To just be second spike. This could just be regular sweep, you know. So you're still holding that mix up if you don't want to respect the grasp.
yeah, that's also true. You risk eating an 8 damage sweep, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, Milia's just kind of in a pickle here. There's a lot of things this could be. You gotta guess right, or you're about to eat a bunch. You're about to get the whole Sunday.
For you, I get the special, all toppings included.
Breaking out the sprinkles.
Uh, Breaking out the jimmies, you know, we got the jimmies, you got rainbow chocolate, you got the
Rainbow
cherry on top, you know,
sherbet ice
some
cream.
fudge.
All right, Milia. Well, I hope you like your ice
Yeah,
cream.
Amelia pondering which flavor she wants to eat today.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you gotta guess. Is you ordered the mystery ice cream and
The
Pulley's
hard
serving it
call
up.
out. Oh, but turns out Rose did just do the
The
obvious
corner.
one there into the corner, eat five. Yep. Mmm, delicious.
Delicious. And then
Just
places it back down with the
got-
after effect.
Yep, you're back in jail. Nope, you're getting right back in that lock-in freezer. Yep.
Right
Lock in,
back in
walk
the
in. It's like the ending to Saw, you know? It's just, oh, nope, closing the door on you.
close.
Boom. Have fun freezing.
Oh no, the one Saw movie all over again. We're striking. All right, we're ballsy. I like this. What are we striking with in the corner here?
Just gonna YOLO mode it.
There's the
Respect.
focus. Do we have the other dive? I mean,
Come
this is
on,
really
Bad
bad.
Moon.
Swing
Swing braid.
braid.
Ooh, guess is wrong on it.
That's fine. Polar's just kind of like
I mean,
that's sad.
eat six.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, wait, never mind. Yeah, because that
Well,
is breaks. Yeah, so
yeah,
it
it
does.
does
Yep,
one
we're fine.
damage. Wait, why did they just move even further?
Because stop.
Oh yeah,
Milia
because
UA
it's done. Yeah,
after
yeah.
the opponent is stunned.
Milia
Yep.
UA is a thing. That's right. All right, Milia generated first gauge. We're at range
Yep,
4.
got the jailbreak there. So right now we're in Saw 2. We're
We're
out
son-
of the walk-in freezer
we're out.
for now. For now.
All right. Remember when you said tandem top's a good card? Well, we're getting to the point where we're ready to play it.
Yeah.
Because Tandem Top is a good card, especially at range 4, when the only thing that really catches it out of Polar's kit is EX Dive or the very significantly nerfed Polar Plow. This is like -3 power Polar Plow. Ooh, the Lust
Yeah.
Shaker coming out.
All
Lust
right.
Shaker, are we crazy enough to cancel this? I would be crazy enough to cancel this and play Tandem Top.
Yeah, I mean, draw one, see what you get. If you got something you want to do, like if you've got a Ultra you don't feel like playing, then you can just chuck it into that, and then that'd be a pretty good move, if you ask me. Only gets blown up by EX Spike, not Spike, EX Dive.
Yeah, the only thing with that's being threatened by Polar right now is EX Dive, so I really want to see this canceled and the Tandem Top or EX Tandem Top even better dropped here. Just to like be really safe and just create even more space from Polar. Yeah, there's the cancel.
Yeah, but we're just
Oh,
gonna
we're
see a
just
regular
playing.
old strike.
Yeah, we're playing singular tandem top, unless we're crazy and playing hair car, which I don't think we're that crazy. So I think this is just
No
tandem
reason to
top.
play that risky. Mhm.
Yeah. I think we're just playing tandem top here, and this is about to be a 7 or 6 power tandem top with a push one, get Polar even farther away
Uh,
from us.
could be a lot more than 6 power. We get to pump it up. So right now we're on board for 4. Could be 7. Yeah,
Tandem top is base 3. Yeah.
base 3.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I see.
base
Plus 1. Yeah,
3, yeah.
okay. Reading is hard, kids.
I agree. We don't have degrees like
This is
Polar.
this. No, we don't. We're actually season 7 at heart. That's the only time you'll hear that from me.
Alright, we just dropped
I
the
played
Snow
basically second
Slush.
block here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just playing big
This
block.
is a pretty. You're okay with this as Milia, right? Because this is sending Polar back a few turns towards the godlike flipping. Um, so yeah, just basically using that as second block.
Yeah, this is another block,
Not
so
going to get hit.
Billy's got a full head though, so they could afford to drop power into this if they want. They don't have to, obviously. Reading the
Probably
card.
shouldn't because it's. I'm surprised that Mickey D's is because you get a better return on armor here in Snow Slash. Like Snow Slash literally is just block text. Any amount of force or +2 armor per force spent. So you only get +1 power per force spent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, true. It's not really worth spending that much force. Actually, did they spend the force? I think they spent what, Winger? Winger? Did they spend something else as well?
Wait, why is Polar Knight in the corner? I don't get it.
Because hit push on Lush Acre.
Which one? I
Yeah.
see.
As Diatonic is saying in the chat, reading the card explains the card moment. Yeah, that's
Right.
the moment we're
Yeah,
having right
real
now.
moment.
Reading the card.
Look,
Well,
I
did
mean,
Milia
focus. That's focus. Reading the card.
did Milia act? No, Milia didn't stun here. Yeah, she didn't
Milia,
take her
Milia
E.
can't do the. Well, actually, a tandem top
Yeah, she
text.
has the
Yeah.
after.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just
After from
create a
Tandem Top.
space. So I mean,
Yep. Just going back to building ideal hands here. The bad part about this is that Polar is getting their hand up. Milia is getting their hand up. Looks like Polar is probably gonna hit deck first by a margin, a small margin. Hit the reshuffle button
just a
first.
wee tad, but ultimately, yeah. I mean, actually this is a relatively high life total for where we're at in terms of deck comp. So we could see this eventually go into mill, especially if players aggressively draw cards or CC, which Mickey D is known to do to aggressively CC. So
Yeah. Both players sitting at range 7 aren't doing anything. The only thing that hits at range 7 is Polar Plow, and Polar Plow has -4 power right now, so that's 1
yeah,
damage.
the world's worst polar plow ever.
Yeah, and it's closing. I guess I think it closes what 3. All right, we just ditch a card to move 1. Yeah, it closes 3. So now Polar can't just. I mean, Polar could have technically dropped it before just to deal 1 damage and get closer, but I mean, yeah. Now you definitely don't want to do it because you're just gonna get smacked by a sweep if you do that.
Yep. So I believe in the chess term we call this like Zugzwang or something. It's some German term where it's like nobody
Some
wants to do anything and move. It sucks that you have to move, but you gotta take your turn, right?
some
It's an
German
actual
term.
thing. I'm totally butchering it. Let me look it up real quick.
Also, welcome to the chat or welcome to the game, Diatonic. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
Zugzwang or Zugzwang, I guess it would be German, right? Because there's no W sound in German.
Parrying another bad moon. Do we
Bad
get
Moon
hand
Horizon.
knowledge? Yeah, we're just killing the bad moons
Oh,
now. No bad moon.
Bad Moon
EX
rising
Iron.
out of the deck soon. See
EX
Septum,
Iron.
Grasp, EX Hair Car, EX Sweep, and a Focus. That's a pretty scary hand.
Yeah, it is. Although now it's kind of unfortunate now that it's known because you know all these cards lose to is Spike. Polar still has one of those up.
That is true.
Yeah, that's right. That's like the scariest part about that hand being known is that Spike and Die have actually performed exceedingly well into that hand there.
Yep, I like the walking one to grasp, just to a get grasp out of the hand in case reading happens, right? Grasp just automatic lose no matter what, and then also to threaten EX Hair Car here. And it's also threatens just scrambled eggs because yeah, I mean I actually really like that walk one. Normally I think walk one's a very low tempo play, but this is a very very good walk one from Mickey D's.
Yeah, I agree. That you can do. We could just see the scramble into Hair Car, and then Hair Car is gonna punch 6, and that's not
Probably do a good
very
job.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll probably be fine.
hair car is usually pretty fine. The only downside to hair car is, of course, if the other focus or the sweep gets pulled out of the polar deck there.
Yep. I did not do that. Yep.
Spending the cross, going up to range 2, saying, play the hair car, I'm gonna spike it. Well, I mean, that's pretty much what this is saying, is if you play the hair car, we have options. We don't have any of our gauge options, but hair car is only 6, so we have stuff like Polar Plow we can play, we have Shovel Drop, we have a million options still as Polar Knight, and if you run into any of those options, you're going to get hit back for much more than you bargained for, since you're sitting on top of an ice spike at that point. But of course, we do
That being
still have
said,
EX sweep in hand, so this is a
EX
mix-up.
sweep is actually pretty good here, right? Because there is no EX spike on the field because we saw a spike earlier from Rose.
Yep.
Let's see, just a good old Writhe and Pain. Interesting.
Well, now we're threatening
I
even more
guess.
because of the +1 power.
Yeah.
That's a little bit scary.
Boy, this is saying this is just hoping that okay, tech. All right. Is Polar Knight out of range? Did we see 2 focus? Because this is basically that was a hard call out saying, hey, you don't have focus and you don't have a mid speed, right? Because otherwise I'm just gonna read your focus and you're gonna eat super duper shit. So I don't know.
Here comes the badass. All right, so EX sweep is off the table. Well, EX sweep isn't off the table because there's
It's
EX.
still on the table.
Yeah, EX everything is on the table because
It's
EX
on
is
the table.
boosted.
Yep, this is the superior but a way of saying of using a badass.
A
Just
superior
shut it
way.
down and pass a turn.
Threatening your whole hand
Get it?
as EX. Yeah. Uh,
Because that's what's called a season 6. And you can't cancel
Jesus.
it. Look, there's one thing I know about it, season 6. You
Season
can test me
6.
on anything in season 6.
Season 6. Although, oh yeah, the one thing you did miss is we're seeing our first gold Lewis Dickinson of the tournament.
Oh, good old Goldick. That dude is pretty nutty.
If it gets played, of course.
Yes.
Alright. Back to this. Still no reshuffle yet. There's a +2 speed.
Speed. I do like +2 speed. All right, so Vermilia, what do you do in the face of +2 speed?
Hope you drew other swing breed. Because it beats
Yeah, if you
everything
have
but
second,
block.
yeah, if you have second swing breed, yeah, you just do that, and then
The
you
only
just
thing,
scrambled eggs, right? And that beats everything.
yeah, I think Polar may or may not have one more cross in deck. If they do, it's pretty important. Has anyone
Yeah,
made
it's pretty
Elfelt
standard.
Valentine yet? I don't know. I haven't looked at the customs in a hot minute. I know one person was working on Bedman, and that's the last Bedman from Strive. That was the last Strive
I
custom I think I heard of.
think there might be an old Xrd Elfelt floating around somewhere, but to my knowledge, there's
Oh
nobody
yeah,
that's attempted the current iteration of Elfelt from Strive.
yeah. Blue made a bunch of Xrd customs, but that's gonna be the closest
Yeah.
to Elfelt you're gonna find, if there is one in there. I know there's a Dizzy in there and some other Xrds, but there's not a lot of Strive customs right now.
Oh, there's a handful of them. There's Blue's actually ironically of all people,
Oh
Blue
yeah,
is
he
that
made
made a
Johnny.
couple of
That's right.
Strive. Yep, there's Johnny, and then there's a couple more Strive ones, Strive style ones.
Is
Like
it?
oh, I'm forgetting it. I forgot if ABBA is up to snuff, and I think there's a Strive style Slayer. I'm not sure. I know there's old Slayer, but
Hmm.
yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah, he did make his Strive Slayer and Strive Abba, didn't he? Yeah, but they're not
I have them
technically in
saved
Strive
somewhere.
yet, so they're Strive style. They're Season 7 style. All right. What is going on? Well, we see the spike go
We're
down.
drawing lines. This line is being drawn.
Yeah, we saw a spike go down. And now we're just sitting boosted sweep to boosted sweep. Yeah, if 99 had a big... Yeah, there's a lot of characters we're missing from games. Cough, cough, Blaze Blue, cough, cough.
It's so sad. Man.
If they ever revisited Street Fighter somehow, we could get a much bigger roster there. There's no
Oh
more
yeah. I
unique
mean, there's
characters if they ever revisit
infamously
there.
there's
There's
infamously a bunch of Street Fighter designs that were left on the cutting room floor.
Yep.
and will probably never ever see the light of day.
There's a lot of stuff we're missing that we
Womp,
could
womp, womp,
could get, but probably won't.
womp.
That's why we ask ourselves, why are we still here just to suffer?
Just to do it yourself, you lazy
Do
bum.
it, yeah, do
That's
it
why we're
yourself.
here making customs.
As they like to post in the general chat every time you talk about a custom is do it, just make a draft.
Just do it. Just make a try.
just,
Just do
just
it.
just make a draft. So that's the meme you'll always be met with if you ever ask where a custom is. They'll either tell you where it's at if it exists, or they'll tell you to make a draft.
The best advice.
The best
Truly.
advice.
It
True.
truly is.
It is good advice. We're having the stare down, the thought down.
This is the Baja Sur because it gets cold in the south. Even though Baja Sur is pretty warm. All things considered, it is actually north of most of Mexico. But yeah, we got a Mexican standoff here. Just looking at our cards.
Looking at our
Oh,
cards, thinking real hard. Is this a +1
plus one
power now
power now
strike?
strike. Yeah, we're a
Plus
true
2 power
master
now
here.
strike. Plus 2
Yeah.
power now strike. Oh, what is this?
Overpower. That's just OP. This could just
Alright.
honestly be mashed cross or something like that.
This could just be shovel charge,
But
actually.
it could be so much, dude. I mean, you're plus two.
Yeah, it's got, it
It's
says a soul or
clearly.
shovel charge. There's so much stuff this could be. I mean, I think we're just specific. I think we are just taking the trade down specifically because we have the 8 health life lead.
Oh yeah.
I think that's exactly what we're about to see here is just the trade down. And if we don't want to trade down, we do have the shovel drop if we really wanted as well.
And the thing is, Milia still has Hairbraid, and Bad Moon
Oh yeah, swing
on the
braid.
table, one copies of each, right? So do you disrespect the fast and play one of your mid speeds to try to just voice off wholesale,
I'm just gonna call
or
it.
do you just play a more safe route?
I'm just gonna call it and say this is either assault or shovel charge. If there's any assaults left in the deck, this is assault. If it's not, it's shovel charge. That's what I'm calling right now. That's where all my cards are
Yeah.
going.
All in. He's pushing the chips in the
Yeah,
center.
I'm pushing all the chips. Oh, there's a sleep.
See the EX sweep. Oh
Oh!
no! Oh, Royce,
What? I got baited.
couldn't believe you did, dude. Oh, oof,
Ah,
that's gonna be good for eight. Eight to the dome. Well,
yeah, but
seven.
7.
Eight incoming. Take
And
seven. Yeah,
then sweep blocks. It does it back.
brutal.
Alright, well, sweep for sweep. What, 7
Except
damage for
nah,
7
this is
damage?
the ugliest sweep for sweep you'll ever see in your life.
Oh, there was a
Wait, how is a
cross.
sweep for sweep? Wait, hold on. I don't
Because
get it.
sweep has 8 or 8 delta when it's EX. Because it has +1 guard, +1 armor. So it's 8 damage to 8 damage.
Oh, you're. Yeah,
Yeah. Or 8 damage to 7
that's
damage, as
true.
it says, so 7 to 7.
Yeah.
But that's still a really
Ugh.
good trade for Rose because Rose is up 8
Yeah,
life still, so that really doesn't matter. It's kind
that's
of
funny.
unfortunate that the cross is gone because that was your ticket out of there, and because it beats most
Mhm.
of Milia's faster options at this point, other than, of course, low kick, which we haven't seen a single Mirage, by the way, which is hilarious to me.
Bottom decked. Unironically bottom decked.
Yeah,
That's the only
probably
reason
is.
why.
Probably actually is. I would not be surprised at this point. Well,
Now, if you're Milia, all right.
what was
Yeah,
that?
that's true. It would stun. That is after on Milia.
Oh yeah, because there's no plus armor or anything. Yeah, so she does get the
Yep,
stun effect
so
technically.
just stun. Yep, what's seven?
+1
We'll
speed.
love thy subhuman self.
I mean, this is just other tandem top. Not even a question. Unless
Hadouken.
this is hair car, and that'd be really funny.
It could
But
be.
if this is hair car, you're risking running into the ice bike. So I think the safer play is just tandem top here, honestly. Oh, what's going on?
Wait, what?
Oh, we're just playing it raw. We're not actually
Uh,
boosting.
oh. Yeah, I was just raw dogging it. All right, cool. No
Raw
reason
dog.
to greed, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised we didn't just raw it.
yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate for Polar there. Tandem top will succeed. Move into.
well, first draws two. Asked to draw two before they move to, actually, technically, because both of those are after triggers.
Yep. I mean, I think he
And she gets to go
advanced.
wherever the fuck she wants. She's gonna roam if she wants to. She got herself the snowmobile, going through the Arctic tundra.
I honestly would have liked to see the Love the Subhuman Self come out specifically for the advantage, just because it puts you in such a good position.
It does, because you do that, and then yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we're just
see.
gonna now, because now Polar's just
We're
gonna
just gonna see the
rebuild.
hand.
Yeah,
Yep.
Polar's just gonna rebuild. I mean, I don't think we need to overdraw here. I mean, we have Assault and Shovel drop, but I mean, what's Millia's gonna scramble, so that's about it. So looks like we're removing 2, so we're drawing 4 as it stands.
I
Thanks, download. That's pretty comical. Remember, kids, when you put Assault down, you normally put 5, not not the first 3
ass.
letters of yeah.
That sounds brutal, dude. Ass icicle shovel. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. That just sounds wrong, dude.
Uh, we're immature in the booth. All right.
The best part is Mickey D's probably doesn't even know.
No.
He's probably like, what? What?
Yeah.
What did I say?
He's probably just one. It's fine.
That's funny as hell.
All right. So we just rebuild. That's great. Now we have 3 gauge again. Polar requires 3 gauge to flip, so we are primed to flip if we want. Or, if we're psychopaths, we could just play the other icicle drop in hand if we really want. Milia sitting with card advantage by 1. 3 gauge on deck. Season 7. If Milia has the hand, she can pop off with it. Just because that's what
Yeah, but
Season
this is
7
true.
likes to
When
do.
you spin your gauge on, this is the mini game you're playing with season 7, right? Because you have pretty good ultras. Your ultras will get the job done most of the time. You can cancel to do some truly degenerate stuff, or you can also flip. And honestly, I think flipping is not that bad of a line here, because you do get the opportunity to get advantage, right? Because Polar Knight's going to go sicko mode at any moment, right? Polar Knight's going to flip, and then that's when the party really begins. So if you can mitigate the amount of turns Polar has while flipped, then I think that would be a really, really good usage of your gauge, right?
Yeah, you could do the flip line as Milia. That is actually the line that Rose prefers. A lot of people don't play flip Milia. It's mostly just Rose from what I've seen. But flip Milia does have its advantages, of course, like you said. If Milia is able to keep up the stun chain, she can just gain advantage 24/7 and then keep on the pressure, saying Polar, you just, I know you got 3 gauge, but you don't get to use it. We're going to see the cancel subhuman self here. Oh, thanks, Diatonic. Diatonic says if this turned into an esport, y'all would be good casters. Appreciate it.
Let's go. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not that fast. I'm not that hype enough. I need to get a lot faster to talk.
We just dropped
Let's
the
see.
icicle
We're
drop.
just gonna do the raw dog icicle drop. Even though
Oh
Milia
no! The
and even
spike.
Millie's A not on a spike and B eats the spike. Look at me. I am the spike now.
I am the
Just gonna
spike now.
eat the fat spike. Oof, the hard call out offensive spike at 2.
Oh
Shook if that is a huge L there for Polar Knight. That is
yeah,
that is the whole plan gone to shambles there. It's all your gauge. That's oh man, brutal.
yeah. Life totals are evened up now, but the most important thing here is that we cleared out Polar's gauge. That's the most unfortunate part for Polar is that we cleared out
Yep,
Polar's
and we
gauge.
evened up the wood. Oof.
Yeah. So this is looking
Oof.
really not great for Polar anymore. Because now that we've reshuffled, all these card losses are permanent as well. Um, so those 3 gauge are spent, they're gone. The other icicle drop is gone. We don't have rebuild anymore. Both rebuilds are off of the table. I was really surprised to see that played. I respect it. That's something that I would do and lose the game off of, but this is pretty detrimental to the game plan overall. So we'll have to see how Rose recovers from this, because if Polar can't find a way to get Amelia onto those icicles, they're gonna be in trouble. And they are down another +1 range now, so that grasp goofiness that you can normally do with Polar isn't gonna work either. So you only have one more of those. So Polar needs to be really careful here. Here comes the grasp boost. Milia's hand is known.
It's no.
Yeah, I think Polar has another reading, but it doesn't matter because I mean this is all specials.
We got gas here. We got EX Iron Savior. We got EX Low Kick. Psych. It's actually EX Mirage because you're only gonna be using it for that. And then we got one of each Bad Moon and Swing Braid. Yep, this is a pretty scary hand for Milia to hold on to.
Yeah, that hand is juiced. Actually, that is a very juiced hand. You're gonna have to navigate your way around that hand, and I really don't like. I would not want to navigate my way around that hand because you would think, oh, Spike's a great answer into this, but no, you have Swing Braid, you have Bad Moon, both those close in. You know, you don't really have a set in stone option anymore with these on the table, so you're gonna have to navigate
Oompa
this insanely
loompa
carefully.
doopa dee doo. I have a hair car pointed at you. I don't like the look of it.
Could you imagine if they ever gave Millie a hair gun? How many memes we could get out of that?
I'm surprised they haven't at this rate. She's been around for a while, but that would be great.
Uh,
Just shoots hair clips at you. Those things are scary, man. Imagine.
we're just striking. This is we're playing balls to the wall. I respect it. I mean, we have
Yeah.
to. I mean, yeah, Amelia's just got such a juiced
I
hand.
mean,
If we're
yeah.
not
I mean,
careful,
this is basically saying, am I crossing or am I playing Spike or something silly to not get blown up by EX hair car? Hmm.
yeah. I mean, I think the most optimal play here is to probably play cross just to get out of dodge. Of course, you do have to worry about the hair car coming out if you do that. I mean, this you have to worry about a million things though.
Yep, it's a mix up. I mean, I actually do like this play from Rose here because we are so down on tempo, so down on resources after that. It's
Yeah.
time to fish for a bad beat,
Yeah.
because this isn't a guaranteed anything from Milia. So you gotta take those little advantages and opportunities while you can.
Here comes a
Play the
swing
mid
braid
speed.
into the
Oh, and then yep,
cross.
there's the bad beat into the cross. Yep, yeah, I get those. Gotta take those while I can if you're in polarized position.
Yeah, placing the ice spike in front of you, saying, "Hey, come in here, I dare you." I respect it. That's good. This is the kind of plays you need to kind of regain your tempo here. Of course, Milia. I mean, Milia has a slow option of just reshuffling. Looks like we're just gonna drop the Lush Shaker though. I mean,
And do we
Lush Shaker
cancel?
hair car is pretty scary.
Yep, EX hair card. What do you even do about that? In this case, it's
It's like
polar.
nine
Other than
power
just
hair
block.
car. It's
Yeah.
9 power hair car. Yeah, you have to drop the block,
Yeah.
and you don't have your ultra block either. Oh, oh, we're playing the EX known hair car. I see. Oh
Well, we
no.
will be, I guess. He's just demonstrating. We still need to decide if we're canceling or not.
Yeah, we have
We're
to
in the
cancel
cancel
first.
period.
Of course, notably, what's really actually kind of funky about this is great hand. No more tandem top will be played this game, obviously, because both tandem tops are engaged, and we are down a spike permanently. So once we decide what to cancel with, we are going to. I mean, I feel like you just strike with EX hair car anyways, or at
Yeah,
least one hair car.
their only real out would be block at this rate.
Yeah, 9 power EX hair car is pretty insane. Who cares about the push?
Yeah.
Don't have enough gauge for the ultra that would actually counter hair car. So yeah, all you really got is block here. But even if you just play one hair car, it's fine because it's still 8 power hair car.
That is true.
So you just
Although,
gotta
what does
think
that
here.
open you up to? Here, that does open you up to something silly like EX Polar Plow, but I mean, at that point, if they have it, right? So,
Yeah, I mean it opens you up to EX sweep, EX ploy plow, etc. They're just kind of those ones. If they drew it, they're just crazy drawers. We
oh, we're seeing
boost
one
iron tape.
canceled.
Whoa!
To gain advantage. I actually like this. I like this a lot. If you don't want to go with the EX route here, I like this a lot to gain advantage here.
Oh
You get
yeah, yeah,
to
game event.
because
That's actually good.
presumably, I mean, you're gonna dump your hand, right? If you have a dead ultra in hand, that's even better. And then you get to just do whatever you want from there, right?
Yeah, I mean this is just we all know this is hair car. It's not tandem top. It's nothing else. Unless it's this like the sicko dive instead. But this is hair car.
The sicko whiffed dive.
Well, no, it's got before close one.
Oh, that's true. Yep. Yep, there we go. Shovel charge gonna whiff. That's actually not so great. for Polar because now Swing Braid is online here. So right
Mm-hmm.
now we're gonna see. Right now, currently we got 6 or 5 on deck.
Got 5 on deck with advantage. Drop both Mirazes and
Dropping
that.
EX low kick. Okay, gonna be doing a full 8 there.
Yeah, we kept the swing braid.
Mhm.
Push Polar into
Pushing
space.
2. Yep. Stun, discard a random card. There goes Stomp. That's a big pull, actually. That's a huge pull. Getting rid of the DP.
Mm-hmm.
And now Malia gets to do whatever she wants, you know? She gets the next turn, she can draw, she can advance or retreat on this after trigger, you know?
Yeah, we still have to resolve the after trigger, so I want to see what
Uh,
she does here.
well, I'm gonna choose to draw 1 here.
Yep, draw 1. Be good.
Reasonable.
That's good. Alright. Well, Millie's advantage here. We're
Here we
going
go.
to +1 speed from the swing braid.
Spider-Man.
Cancel strike.
Not pulling 1. Okay. Is this just raw assault and then just brawl it out from there? That'd be pretty cool.
Or whatever
Or it
this
could just
is.
be greedy dive to close it out. Polar does have random armor on stuff though, so it's not totally free.
Yeah, nothing that Millie plays here is totally free, except for not even Bad Moon, because Bad Moon's only 4 damage.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see what this is. I mean, if it is something like a sweep or a spike or whatever, it could just end the game. So Polar still does have to guess whatever this mystery card happens to be, because this is the unknown card.
You know, I tasted your ice. I didn't like it very much.
I
I'm
tasted
gonna
your
show
right.
my here. Have this spike.
Yeah, and range 3 for Polar is actually pretty weak, honestly. Polar at this position,
Just
not.
gonna leave it to the whims of fate here with a YOLO wild swing. I respect it. Here comes the spike. Let's see if there's an assault on deck.
Nope.
Oh
Oh.
no, the 1 speed will get it. Yep.
Oh!
I wish a commentator was sorry, Rose. You invalidated it. I was like, oh wait.
That'll be 10
But
to.
yeah,
Oh,
the 1 speed will
no.
get it. Just the god spike off the top of the deck there. Just letting it rip.
Alright. Well, first game goes to Download here. Rose built themselves a good lead, but I think they kind of ruined the game for themselves when we saw that Icicle drop get played.
Brutal. That was a
Yeah.
brutal, especially since it was such a good pilot. Like it's one thing to just play that and just to send it and doesn't work out so well, but that was a blowout because you're eating that fat spike there and you didn't have the gauge to rebuild it that quickly. It's like oof.
Now we're about to see something else that's interesting. Potemkin versus Bison.
Society.
Big damage versus big damage.
To
Alright.
be honest, I don't even know what Potemkin does against Bips in here.
You don't like this matchup for Potemkin?
I not really, not really. Because you have a bunch of little random armor, right? As you're gonna it's gonna be a hell of a time getting it and staying in as protected. Let's put it that way. I think,
Yeah.
because Bison gets to go around, he gets free resources. You know, he can just do whatever he wants, right? Whereas you're sweating your balls off trying to just get in to range 1 against Bison. Bison can just key charge all day when he feels like it, and then he also has a ton of movement both during strike and out of strike. He has Bison teleport. If he ever runs that card, he has Bison dodge, he has quick back dash, right? So like that just sucks for Potemkin, right?
Yeah, that's the main thing that Potemkin has to watch out for is Bison's movement options. Of course, Bison does want to keep a steady range 2 or 3 here, specifically to hit Potemkin with these moves. Because range 1, I mean, range 1, of course, as we know,
Well,
isn't
that's
the
the thing
best
is
thing.
that Potemkin will destroy Bison at range 1. I just
Mm-hmm.
think Potemkin's gonna have an unusually hard time getting there
Chica's saying
relative to most of them.
SSD.
Solid state
SSD.
drive.
Solid state drive.
That's what
Let's see
SSD
if we can
stands for.
play the game of what's SSD. Somersault Skull Diver. Yeah, Somersault Skull Diver is actually pretty insane. +1/6 ignore armor. Yeah, you are
Yep.
correct. And it has push too. Yeah, that's pretty nasty actually. Who needs Shadaloo intelligence when you have the Skull Diver itself?
Exactly. Yeah, look, Polar had an MBA, and look what good that did him, right? We don't have to be,
Yeah.
educated here. We don't need to have the intelligence stat. We just have money like bison dollars and movement.
Yeah, that is a good point though because Polar or Potemkin when he gets in your face, he gets in your face with armor, and then when he has a bunch of boosts that have all armor, and then you just say ignore armor. That's why it's always painful for Potemkin whenever you hit something like a spike in the first place because it usually completely just ruins whatever Potemkin has set up for you if they don't guess right. I think we just see the
Turn one strike, the YOLO
yeah
grasp. Hey, I mean, that's fine if you gotta get in somehow, right?
yeah
Just sending it.
immediately go in, dive into sweep,
Gets rid
pulls
of the
out the
Mega Fist.
Mega
It's not the end of the
Fisto.
world.
Yeah, Mega Fisto is not the
You're
worst.
already in.
Now we're in range one. Pot will have to hit EX
Now
Pot
it's party
Busters
time.
probably. Yeah, Pot's gonna have a rough time of it because they're gonna need to hit these Pot Busters and stuff. I don't think we'll probably see too many Ultras come out, just because Bison's not gonna sit at range 4 for Gigantorkite to actually hit. Although Gigantorkite is not a bad card in general.
It's an
So
amazing boost. Is an insanely good boost.
it's a good boost and a good card. It's both. After close 3 and gain advantage is pretty strong, turns out.
Who knew?
Who knew?
They
Yeah.
had like 7 defenses. Who knew?
Gonna boost the.
Interestingly, chucking the second sweep down.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested about this too, just adding the +2 speed. I mean, I guess it makes stuff like
That's-
Somersault Skull Diver pretty scary.
Yep, that's a pretty scary one there.
But Potemkin usually doesn't care about you like
Rose does
outspeeding
not
them.
believe. We're seeing
We're seeing the
kicks
EX.
strike. We're seeing it's just YOLO mode. Hey, you think you're gonna get Bison dollars this game? I don't think so, bub. I'm just gonna spend all my cards. You're gonna have to hold it.
What did we just play?
Oh, here
We're
comes a crit
critting.
SSK. Oh, Devil's Reverse. Oh, what a call out. What a call out.
Oh yeah, that's actually
Gets
really
out of
good.
the way of Heat Knuckle.
Gets out of the way of the Heat Knuckle. That's actually really good for Bison there. That was a
And
really good play.
now we're in jail. Well, party's over, y'all. Now Potemkin's gonna be suffering.
Party's over.
Party's over.
Yeah, that was a
Yep.
really good call out
Hard
for
call
the
out with the
EX
Devil's
Heat
Reverse.
Knuckle. That is a really good call out for Heat Knuckle. That also calls out quite a bit of Potemkin's options, actually, the range 1 Devil's Reverse. Yeah, that just calls out a lot of Potemkin options. They're really strong. Alright, sitting at range 3, this is Bison's preferred range. Bison's probably just going to sit here and generate gauge like there's no tomorrow since they don't have to worry about anything. Yeah,
Bison machine and go. Brrr. We're just printing gauge here.
yeah, printing money. There's the Burly
Oh,
Heart.
Burly Heart.
Getting to range 2 at least. Range 2 is good. Of course, we are in range of the Somersault Skull Diver now, which +6 cards
We
is pretty
were
insane.
before, to be fair, but
+6 cards a little bit insane on a card, not gonna
yeah,
lie.
we're just gonna send it.
We're
No
gonna send
crit.
it.
Interestingly,
No crit. Well, if this ends up not being a crit overall, that means we're not expecting the Somersault Skull Diver. I'm actually not really sure what this is if this isn't a crit, to be honest.
it's gonna YOLO Wild Swing. Respect it. Cross. Bye bye Heavenly. Come on, second one. Mega Fisto. That's actually pretty good. That's gonna get it in. Yep.
Yep, it's gonna get in. Deals 3. Oh wait, it does not
Yep. You
actually.
gotta do what you gotta do.
It doesn't hit because it's range 1. But it stays it, but it keeps us in.
Getting it in is relatively speaking in this
Yeah.
matchup.
We're getting in. We're in there. That's the other Mega Fist down.
Alright. Now just by some cash out, dudes at range 2 has a 4 gauge already, even this early in the game. You
Yeah.
can just let it rip if you really want
Bison does have
to.
the EX Psycho
Honestly.
Punisher on deck. Main thing you have to watch out for. I think the main thing you probably play here if you play one of your ultras is Nightmare Booster. I
Nightmare
think
Booster is pretty good.
yeah, I think if Potemkin has the other cross, your Psycho Punisher is ruined and you're depressed about it. Range 2 wasn't that safe or as safe as we'd like, but we don't have
Just
that,
let it
so
rip with a Psycho Crusher.
yeah, Psycho Crusher.
Here we go. Here comes a Mexican standoff here. Oh, all right. It's party time. We're scared of the crit.
Creating something. What is this actually the somersault skull
Very
diver this
honestly
time?
telegraphed. Oh, there it is. Yup, the crit bluff. I
The
can afford to
crit
just do
bluff.
that every day, says Bison. Yup, that's oof. That's tough. And now the real deal, Nightmare Booster, is very alive.
Car
But that's
cancel.
a pretty okay boost.
Car cancel without the cancel. Range 1. Now, I'm not going to say it's over for Potemkin, but it's looking rough. Potemkin does have this magical thing called delete your health bar button, but this is pretty rough at range 1. Especially with 1 gauge to like Bison's $5.
Bison's $5 whole. That's like 25 British pounds.
Bison's really
If anybody
calling us
remembers.
poor to our face right now. So Potemkin's just got to find something that can that they can get done here. Of course, as Chico was mentioning, Potemkin Buster is the main thing you want to land here, of course. But the inherent problem with that is Potemkin Buster is 3 guard, and it's really sad.
Yep, we're seeing him teleport out. Seeing Sayonara, so long Screwy, seeing St. Louis. He worked really hard to get me there in the corner, and now I'm out.
Ah, the Psycho Crochet. Pulls 2.
Psycho. Pulls 2. Does not cancel.
Back to range 1
Well,
means other Psycho Crusher or Punisher is actually insanely safe here if you have it. Well, not insanely safe. What 4 guard? I mean, what beats 4 guard at range 1 with Potemkin? I don't think anything does. Not at 4 speed.
4/4. Yeah, you need an EX here.
Yeah, you need EX Garuda. Garuda or EX
Which
Assault.
we already have one spent, I believe, with the
Yeah.
card cancel. So,
You need EX Garuda or
rip.
EX Assault. So that plans down the dumpster too. Oh.
Uh, well, I was gonna say, you know what? I can just
Backdash.
do. I actually can press my way out. By the way, here's another ultra. I'm just gonna have to hold that real quick.
This is when we play just regular crit Nightmare Booster. We don't even need EX crit
Yeah,
Nightmare Booster.
yeah,
Because Potemkin's slow enough that it doesn't that it can't beat any or it doesn't beat anything. Or beats everything, I mean.
yeah. If you have the second block, you have the second block. But
The focus. Yep, there's
yeah, I'm just
the
gonna get Nightmare
crit Nightmare
boosted.
Booster. Yeah.
Yep, you have to mitigate losses there. Close one, gain advantage. Pay for that. It's not totally free. You actually have to pay gauge. And now, yep, we're just gonna see the Bison prep.
We played Bison
A
Dollars.
$Bison. Yep. All right, let's remind everybody of the first rate.
Well, you know, yep. Yeah, that's just about
Every
how this is going.
bison dollar will be worth 5 British pounds.
There.
I think what's happening here is Bison's quite literally just smacking Potemkin with his wad of cash.
Just left, right, up, down,
Yeah.
sideways, across, just a fat stack. It's like, here you go.
Yeah, you ever see those corny
That's and now he's
those corny movies with rich people in them where they just use dollar bills for everything? This is that. Oh
this
no,
is
we're doing it
truly
again.
society.
We're
This
doing
is
it
truly
again.
society. Society.
Ugh.
Discord.
Mankind knew
We
that
are
they
one
cannot change
God.
society, so instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. We're getting the Guilty Gear opening here. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Oh no,
We're
the
gonna
reading.
red crit. This is just like a ridiculous head stomp.
The most ridiculous
Sw-
head stomp I've ever seen. Or this is insane. So wait.
sweep. Okay.
Ah!
Well, hey, there you go. I mean, hey, couldn't be
Hey,
worse.
EX
The
sweep
EX sweep
actually
going
hits!
there.
EX sweep hits!
It's not over yet.
Alright, well, we took
So yeah,
6.
we're gonna get hit for 5 or for 6. Rather, yeah, because he has to cancel out. And plucked. There goes a block. All right, well, here's your one chance. Here's your one kick in the can pot. Just let her rip.
Yeah, Pot has to do something. I mean,
Yep.
down 13 health is pretty rough, even for Potemkin.
Oh yeah,
We have
big
another
mega
EX.
just let it happen.
We just have the EXs on deck. Ew. What are we playing EX?
Revenge of Society.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, bro. Oh,
No way.
hell no. Hell
Oh.
no. I mean, at least it could
Oh.
be worse. It could be worse. So I mean, you're gonna get pinged here for one, but you're gonna deal
Oh
back.
wait. Oh wait.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right because
yeah, gonna
assault
deal
still
back
goes off.
6.
Yeah,
Yep.
assault still goes off. Actually, that's
Yep.
not bad because yeah,
Yep. 5-6. Yep.
that's only 5. Wait, that's only 5, isn't it? Isn't it one more?
Should
Are they
be
gonna figure it out?
6
Yeah.
incoming. Yep. There we go. Good job, guys. We did
Woo!
it.
We got there.
We got there.
We got there. All right, good play from Potemkin, dropping the EX assault. Still navigating down 8 health.
Just let it rip again. What could
Yeah.
possibly go wrong? What's there other? I mean, you need to get at least one more here, so at least threaten flipping, right? Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right.
Moment of truth.
Crit wild swing.
This would be insane.
Oh, the
Oh,
spike!
that's not gonna do it. Boom.
And another advantage.
Oh,
Oh, the
no way!
Potemkin
Oh
coming
my god! It's
back!
just
Please.
really gonna happen. Wait, hold on. We're really gonna advance? Ain't no
We're going
way.
again.
Oh my god.
Crit
Oh my.
wild swing.
Oh please. Oh.
Oh, the grass.
Oh, Lux out with the Oh, Lux out. We'll take nothing here. All right, it's time to CC to find some key cards here, boys, because all of a sudden, you see, that's just the thing with the Potemkin, dude. Because I was like, oh man, you're gonna be sucking wind going in, the whole time. But now, a couple good beats later, you got your advantage chain, you got 2 turns, and all of a sudden, wait, what? You may find yourself in the corner with a big burly man. You may ask yourself, how did I get here?
Just grappler things. You know,
Just
it's too bad we don't have the heavenly right now. Could you imagine?
yeah.
Oh,
That'd be so funny. Just as a cherry on top there.
a cherry on top.
That'd
Yeah.
be that'd be
And
art.
and
That'd
and
be
and
true art.
the chain with the Herkin Heavenly Potemkin. Chica in chat thinking this is the line of how you do it. Yeah, this is definitely how you
Yeah.
come back in the game as Potemkin. Is you just smash that advantage button and just blow up the opponent. That is how you do it. When you have +1 power to everything and +1 armor, just throw it. Just do it.
All right, we're gonna see a CC to find key cards. 1, 2,
There's no way we don't
3.
CC a bunch here. 3,
Yeah.
4.
4. Draw 5.
CC4, draw 5.
Yep. All right. Do we let it rip or do we do something else here?
Potemkin doesn't have a strike trigger.
I was gonna say let's rock. Okay.
Let's
I like
rock. Just needs to find SSD. Yeah, that's the problem. Is Bison literally just needs to find the other somersault. Or actually, we haven't seen a single somersault gold ever played, have we?
I don't think we have actually. Yeah. So I mean, this
Yeah.
could just be the nuts here.
Yeah,
What do you?
that's the unfortunate part. Is that's all Bison needs to
That'd
find
be
is
so
somersault
sad.
gold.
What are our outs to that? I mean,
They don't exist.
yeah. There's no. I mean, the outs to that actually. I don't know if we've seen second cross from Potemkin.
Yeah,
That is the out.
that is the out
But
actually. Second cross.
other than that, I don't know.
There is no out other than other cross. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Just other cross. Although, what? 4 damage cross? Yeah, 4 damage cross still pretty good though. I think Bison's
4
down to like
damage
the
and then pray. Did it get
teleport to
away?
range 5.
Hmm.
All right.
Interesting. That telegraphs that you don't have SSK somehow. It almost is literally the bottom 2 cards of your deck.
Yeah, I think
Are
this
we
is
gonna see a
wait.
flip here?
No,
Wait,
we're
we're gonna see the
CCing. We're
CC.
CCing. Yeah, CC4.
Yeah.
Or CC3. I mean, drawing 4. Yeah, I mean this just gives pot time, which is what pot wants. We're 1 gauge short of exceeding.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think we're planning on exceeding this game
At this
anyways.
time, yeah, at this point, like the temple loss is a bit much, right?
Huge into Heavenly Potemkin Buster. Let's go. That'd be really funny, actually.
That would be actually a viable line, unironically. But unfortunately, we used all our gauge to CC. Not all of it, but a healthy amount of it.
Yeah, this is pretty like nerve wracking though, because it's either player's game. It's not that Potemkin can't win this. It's just that it's hard for Potemkin to win this. And Potemkin definitely has the tools to deal 7 damage in a single turn.
Same
Hey,
Bison
there's the other
died this
Psycho
time.
Crusher. We're not threatening anything now, actually. We're not threatening a single dang thing right now on Bison's side.
Nope. Bison will have to take a turn off to get some positioning here. So
Yeah.
this is actually kind of a freebie for Potemkin, but this matters a lot more than that because this has massive ramifications for Potemkin going forward. Because oh man, they're starting to run thin here.
That's Potemkin. Like, what do you play, dude?
CC getting rid of slide heads, EX slide head
Yeah, that makes sense. Just getting
to
rid of the
find a
EX Slide
key
Head.
card. We are digging for something. What is that something?
Yeah, Slide Head gets us killed, so that's what we're not trying to do right now. Remember Somersault Skull Diver? Well, that's how you get hit. Actually, no, Somersault Skull Diver would go first. I wonder why we got rid of Slide Head, actually. What does Slide Head lose to? Slide Head is so slow, it doesn't lose to a whole lot, except for... Yeah. Yeah, Slide Head would lose to Sweep if they have another Sweep, actually. Well, whatever the reason, we got rid of
Oh,
EX
this
Slide Head.
could be the super. Ooh, this could be a super long con. I think I see the super line here. We might see a huge cancel into Gigantic gain advantage, and then whatever after that, like cross or something. Because we are low on cards for Bison. He only has so many options left.
Oh,
He only has
yeah.
one card in the deck. I
We
mean,
could
that is a
just play a
viable
max...
line.
We could just play a max range Gigantic, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be disgusting. That's actually disgusting. I hate that.
Yeah, and then honestly, to weather the storm, actually,
Yeah.
Bison doesn't actually have too much here. I think we've seen both blocks from Bison. And he doesn't have armor otherwise, so I mean that's a pretty good line.
Use other cross
Oh,
just to
do we have the nuts
show
here?
hand. Downloading to show hand, except for last card there.
Yep.
Alright, what do we have? EX
EX
Somersault. Yeah, EX Skull Diver. Nightmare Booster. Focus, Dive, and Cross.
and then plus one unknown.
And
So
then
okay, so
one
we
or
do have the cross. I was mistaken. So cross does complicate matters a bit.
yeah.
Because now, even if we have the scramble, we are still one gauge shy of doing scramble, gigantor, scramble huge gigantor, and then play cross or whatever to seal the deal.
Yeah, we do have both Hammer Falls, which is really good here. For specifically for huge. So we ideally want to do the huge Gigantor.
Not canceling huge. Interesting.
Are we just gonna pull out the other huge? Just each just to boost both huges, play gigantic.
I mean,
Uh,
that is pretty good.
so then how do we deal with the somersault skull diver? Cross? Yeah, that's it, is cross. So we have to look for cross.
Well, from this position here, like Bison needs to move straight up. Bison needs to move because otherwise, this is coming his way, and
Uh-huh.
there's not too much he could do about it other than just getting lucky and getting second block, right?
This is coming to
To
a
kind of
town
put a
near
wrench in the
him.
plan. Yeah, exactly. This is the avalanche on the top of the mountain. You got the little cottage at the bottom, but it's coming. So you either got to pick that up and move, or let it happen and sit here.
Coming to theaters near you.
All
Killing the
right, we're just gonna see
huge.
attack.
I
Yeah.
respect it. That's good. Getting rid of one of the huges. I mean, Bruce the
All
other
right, there's
huge.
another one.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, this just basically says straight up, you have to play the cross, otherwise you're going to die. If you don't play the cross, you're going to die. Or the block if you have the block.
And even if you use the cross to run in or something, right? You're still threatening a decent amount of stuff.
Yeah, but then it puts you at range 3 versus Somersault Skull Diver, and you have to, like, get back out or you're dead anyways. It's a whole bunch of sadness.
Well, I'm saying for Bison, like, what is Bison going to do here?
Oh, yeah.
Like you could run 3 into range, and that threatens the Nightmare Booster, but also I believe we still have C1 cross on Rose's side. So all right, we're just gonna send it. We're just gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna use this turn off to do that.
I mean, this has to be cross. I mean, this,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
what else are we striking with here?
there's literally nothing else Rose can do here.
Unless we just psychotically
Um,
drew the Devil's Reverse, but this doesn't even crit.
if we have a block, honestly, if I'm Rose, if we have a block, we play it. We just get our 4 gauge, and threaten some stuff.
Yeah, that's also true.
I don't know if
Uh,
we have second block though.
so Chica, we got rid of both slide heads actually. We CC'd them both into the discard.
Yep,
But yeah, pot not reshuffling is also like a pretty good question.
Pot
I
has
think I
not
think I
reshuffled.
think pot specifically looking for cross so they can do or gigantor. Either looking for a cross or looking for a gigantor because one's been bottom decked.
It'd be really funny slash sad if both Giganters are at the bottom two. In
Yeah,
which
or
case,
they're
actually, in this case, that'd actually be pretty good. If there's one in the deck, because then you just invalidate it, right?
there's the dive.
So gonna challenge it with dive, yeah. Gonna get in here. But this is a little bit more rough because now you're out the stuff here. The stuff being your huges as well as yeah, and you don't get the gauge here, right? So now Bison can just lord over you with a Nightmare Booster. If you pass her back. I mean, you could just say YOLO
E-
modo.
Even
You
if
could just use.
even if you don't pass turn back, I mean Nightmare Booster's still lording over you.
Yeah.
Six
Well, I
six.
mean,
Yeah,
you use. I don't know. This is tough. You're really low on options here.
I feel like
You
you
could if you have area shift, you use it here and you just hit the lotto.
area shift the Lotto into EX or crit somersault skull diver. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're pretty
that
bone
sucks.
zoned right here.
That sucks.
And we're just moving back, or are we CCing a bunch, or are we moving back a bunch? Let's find out. I think the
Honestly, a
safest move
super
is to move
CC is
back.
pretty good.
I think the safest move is
I
to
don't
move
know.
back, though, honestly. Because
I like
Somersault
super
Skull Diver
duper full
ignores
CC.
armor. Somersault Skull Diver ignores armor, otherwise I would agree with the CC.
That's true. The thing is that if we full CC, we have a couple bouts here, right? Because you get to turn deterministically if Bison strikes at this range, right? If he crits, then we know that Somersault Skull Diver, right? If he
Hmm.
doesn't, odds are it's Nightmare Booster. So if you full CC, you could theoretically have an out to either one of those deterministically, right? I think that's what we're gonna see here. Yeah, we're
Oh, we're
seeing full
CCing the
CC.
hand.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
CC7.
Yep.
We're
So we're gonna
betting
see
the
these two
farm.
cards. Mhm. Just focus on Gigantor.
Killing the focus.
Tell the focus doesn't want to get red naturally.
Naturally makes sense, yeah. Ah, I'm still betting that I would have moved. I 100% think I would have moved over doing that. I think you're just open to way more mix at range 3 between crit summer EX crit somersault skull diver, even just base somersault skull diver and then nightmare booster.
I understand movement, but also that becomes a big then what, right? Because Bison's on a fresh deck, right? If
Hmm.
you move, then you just get blown out because you're out of options and the Bison teleport, right?
Yeah, I
And
think.
then you don't have that card draw left. So honestly, like that's the thing is that it's tricky. It's a hard call because if you move back, right? Bison can afford Bison. What it doesn't mind sitting and key charging all day and finding his Exodia can, right? Because Bison's actually good at doing that, especially in this context.
Hmm.
Um, and whenever Bison needs to turn on the jets, Bison teleports right there for him, so he just gets in your face, and then what after that, right?
Yep.
So I do like the super duper CC, and then we're seeing some serious deliberation here. Oh no, we don't. This is actually well on Bison's end, yeah. So Rose has got a full clutch here of unknown cards.
Yeah.
You really got to guess what you're playing against here. The thing I think you don't do is I don't think you play an EX here unless you happen to draw EX Psycho Booster just to threaten
As
both.
Bison,
Yeah, that's Bison.
correct.
Because if you drop the EX, you have EX known Somersault Skull Diver, so that's what we're gonna play against. We're gonna play the Shadowloo Intelligence.
Total intelligence.
It's that time of day.
Oh, let's see it.
What do we name? Let's find out. We named the
Nothing.
wrong option.
Nothing. So we have a handful of nothing here, actually,
We have a
as
handful of
as
specials.
Potemkin. They have a handful of specials. I mean, you could just go for the YOLO scramble at this rate. Um,
I mean, I think that's
that's
what
not a
we
bad
do.
option at all.
I
You go
think
for the
that's
YOLO
actually what
scramble.
you do, unironically.
Gigantor, that's pretty okay. Oh, you can't do that though. You have to YOLO scramble and do like, ugh, because you really don't want to pass turn back. Ugh, ugh, I don't know. I don't know.
Scramble
Oh, oh.
huge.
I think honestly, what you do here, what I would do here is I do
Scramble huge Potemkin Buster?
yeah, like that's what you got to do, right?
uh,
No, it doesn't even kill though. That's so sad.
this
That's so
whole this
sad.
whole this whole thing is sad. We're all sad
Ugh.
here. And what do we
Yeah, if
do
we
with
had
this
like a
hand?
card cancel, that'd be super clutch. That'd be super clutch if we had a card cancel. Because then we can boost movement, and say, all right, here we go, boost movement. Or like a area shift, that'd be super clutch. Just area shift,
Wait,
scramble.
wait, wait.
Hope you get something good into
I
Potemkin
got it.
Buster,
I
right?
got the
But
line.
unfortunately,
Wait,
what?
no, that's not the line either. Fuck. There's not
Yeah, I
enough.
was gonna say like
There's
this.
not enough
This is a
lines.
handful of. This is a little bricky.
We need one more gauge. We need one more gauge.
Yeah.
Oh, are we striking anyways? Are we Mad Lad striking anyways?
Oh, it's so risky. I don't like it. Because you can't kill it. Because you still have. I mean, especially you can't just raw dog strike. No way. You can't just raw dog because you got Nightmare Booster. Nightmare Booster. You also have another crit somersault, right? So you got to at least scramble if you want to do anything here.
Uh-huh.
And that also opens up to then what's though, right? Because then you just kind of have to play top of your deck. If say you scramble and you win with your Mega Fist, right? Like you do draw two, that's okay, but you're still hitting the lottery, right? That's to whatever Bison can do with that, right?
Strike with Gigantor
So
Kai to gain advantage and to cancel. LOL. Well, that's the problem though. Is if we know if we I'm pretty sure Bison, regardless of what they play here, is just gonna drop. Well, they can't drop crit Nightmare Booster actually.
I think what I actually do here, genuinely, I cancel huge and then I full CC from there. Because that way you could theoretically you still have a bunch of EX outs there, right? And you're gonna get a thin deck. So theoretically, if you luck out, you could have something silly like EX cross, right? To ignore your way out stuff out, right? If they play Somersault Skull Diver, you could still have, whatchamacallit,
Yeah.
something to deal with it.
I think the biggest
So
problem with your plan there, Chica, is that EX Somersault Skull Diver just beats that whole hand. That's the main problem.
we'll have EX Somersault though. We just used one on
Oh
Shadow
yeah, we did just
Intelligence.
use one actually.
All right, we're gonna go with the scramble line. I'm just gonna send it.
What are we sending?
Nothing to think about. You just gotta do it.
They're thinking if they
Make it
want a
easy.
crit.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
They're probably think because that is the thing you have to think about when you're playing season 3 is do I crit?
No, that's true. Crit head stomp is pretty scary.
What is I mean, what is this? Is this the heat knuckle? Is this the
Oh, I don't know.
nothing has
I don't know
advantage,
about
so
this
I don't
one,
know what this
Chief.
is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Advantage is a little tough because the thing that makes sense is Mega Fist, right? Because you get a Bison's face, and then you get to draw.
No crit.
No crit. Okay, that's actually the best thing that could have happened one of the better things that could have happened for both players actually, relatively speaking. Bison
Yeah,
is very invested in not taking any damage here.
This is pretty fine. All right, back to the question of what now.
Yep.
Somersault Skull Diver on deck, as we know. Nightmare Booster obviously doesn't do anything here. But Crit Somersault Skull Diver does. Getting rid of the Head Stomp, which also does nothing here, is fine. Well, Stun Immunity actually is pretty good, but, you know. Not when you're within kill range.
Oh, we're
EX.
seeing the EX. Oh, is this EX Cycle Punisher? Ooh, I don't like
Did
it.
we draw
Come
EX
on,
Psycho Punisher?
come on. Oh, there's nothing you can do about that. That right. Absolutely nothing actually. Oh, yeah, just block if you top deck the block. I'm not seeing
10?
that. Oh, we did see a crit. This can't be that.
EX Psycho Punisher. What are the odds that it got drawn? Well, it's obviously not EX Somersault Skull Diver. There are so
It's a
many
crit,
things it
so
could be.
there's so much it can be. If I have block, I'm mashing it. If I don't, I'm sad.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Just
Yeah.
mash block because Somersault Skull Diver EX doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You mash whatever you have that has armor.
Oh, bye bye. There it is. Wah
Oh!
wah wah. Does it have the out there? Oof.
No outs.
And that will do it.
GG's Mickey
GG.
D's.
Mickey D's getting it in with the nut Psycho Punisher must block or die. Unfortunately, Potemkin chose death.
Alright, so we did not see Gold Lewis get played.
Sad days.
Still no Gold Lewis. Alright, so that means that Mickey D's will move on, be the final qualifier for top 3 going into losers finals. And they left Hazama unplayed, and the other side left Gold Lewis unplayed. Gold Lewis.
Thank you for playing, Rose. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing my game. This isn't my game at all. I'm just here.
there's the
Mickey D.
thank you.
There's the
Alright.
thank you left there. You got a graffiti.
Alright.
There's a very suspect looking smiley face.
Well, I'll go
After the return of the ass icicle.
I'll go ahead and end us off. Mickey D's will take a 2-1 over Rose, advancing Mickey D's into the tournament, making them in the top 3. Should be seeing winners finals go off next week. Winners finals, winners semifinals, whatever you want to call it. But it will be a best of 5. Every game from here on out will be best of 5s. So yeah, go ahead and look forward to that. We'll be seeing Feathers versus Poulter, and then the loser of that will fight Mickey D's and losers. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I hope I see you guys again. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for hanging out with me, Donut, as always.
Oh yes, the lovely Leo. Thank you for hosting as always. Thank you for watching, everybody. And then yeah, take it easy, everybody. Good night.
Yep. Have a good night.